Speaker, the Alcohol Law Reform Bill is currently at Select Committee. Submissions have been heard and there's currently a hiatus. The public debate that was very vocal before the bill went off to Select Committee will soon be resumed when the bill is due to be reported back on May the 11th. There are many issues with this bill. It doesn't get the incentives in the right place, in my view, and I've been speaking to this for quite some time. If we believe for one moment that allocating a dairy as a certain amount of floor space is going to change people's drinking habits, then I think it's time to start at the start and completely rethink what the bill could realistically achieve. I don't think the bill even manages to identify the real issue that we have in New Zealand with alcohol, and that issue is, of course, Mr. Speaker, binge drinking. Now, much of the media focus on the bill before it went off to Select Committee has been on the drinking age, and as a result of that, much of the public focus has also been on that. Three options are likely to be put before this Parliament, and the age issue will, as usual with alcohol issues, be a conscience vote. The first one is to leave the age where it is currently at, that's at 18. I support this particular initiative. If we allow our young people to get married at 18, we allow them to go off and fight in wars at 18, and we allow them the great responsibility of voting at 18, how on earth can we deny them the ability to have a drink at the age of 18? There will be those too who want to raise the drinking age to 20. Age, in fact, Mr. Speaker, is a complete red herring in this debate, and there are good arguments to have no age, in fact, at all. It will come down to 18 or 20, but we should consider this. There are respectable and responsible drinkers at age 18 and irresponsible drinkers at 18. The same applies at 20, responsible drinkers and irresponsible, and of 30, and of 35, 60, 75, and in fact 99, where we often see people who have difficulties with the consumption of alcohol. The third option is of the split age, 18 years at pubs and 20 years at off licences. This option really is for those who want to have a bob each way or who can't make up their minds. Age is a red herring, and if we're going to focus on the real issue, it's time we looked at that, binge drinking, and the things that will really work. There's only one good thing that I can see that has come out of the debate around the Alcohol Law Reform Bill, and that is the Keep It 18 campaign. Student politicians, as we all know from debate on other bills that have recently been before this Parliament and will continue for some time yet, are hugely passionate. As we sit in here today and have a boisterous debate, usually between the National Party and the Labour Party, the smaller parties, if we look at today's debate, have taken a different line in what they've chosen to speak on. The Keep It 18 campaign could actually teach the parliamentarians in Parliament quite some lesson. Their debate, the Keep It 18 campaign, has been very sensible and it has been reasoned. And most importantly, they have found a consensus, something on which they all agree and have worked very constructively on towards a common goal. The Young Nats, Young Labour, Act on Campus and the Young Greens have joined forces to push the Keep It 18 campaign. They realise that age is a red herring. They know that responsibility rests with them. They know that things do have to change in terms of binge drinking, and they have debated sensibly in this vein. There is room in this Parliament and in this nation, Mr. Speaker, for consensus politics on some issues. And the Keep It 18 campaign has shown us the way we could be moving forward on a number of other issues, not just the alcohol issue, but we should be discussing in this alcohol debate also the role or the impediments that we should put on the consumption of drugs alongside the consumption of alcohol. And I think the really thorny problem that this Parliament has grappled with for a long time now, for decades, is that of superannuation. There are some issues where parties should agree on common goals, on common policies, and how to move forward.
I call the Honourable Damien O'Connor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.